friends! Welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is an updated plant tour type video. I'm going to be taking pictures from the last video and then inserting it into this video of kind of what they looked like last time. That's going to be really interesting for me to see how they've grown. There are a lot of them that are dead. I was rewatching the video and I'm like, okay, dead, 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 dead. I'm just going to be taking you around the apartment, showing you all of my plants. I'm not going to talk about how to care for them because that video would literally be hours long. So I'm just going to be talking about what they are and some of the features as to why I like them and stuff like that. I'll just kind of like go through them. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I am one step away from becoming a YouTube creator and that would literally mean the world to me. So if you could do that, that would be great. And if you're interested, keep on watching. So we are going to start with this baby here. This is my Stromanth Trio Star. I believe he was in this exact pot as last time. He wasn't doing so well, so I moved him a little bit. I have him on this little tray with some water in here just so that he gets a little bit extra humidity. I love this plant. Look at that. I know I talked about him exactly like I am right now in my last video, but he is so beautiful and the pink underneath is my favorite. Moving to the side here, this is my Rafaphora Tetrasperma. I have him just vining up here. I did have him on these little clips, but then I moved him because he was gonna grow. So now he is down here. Then going up here, we have my silver sword. This guy is so tall. He just keeps going. He was like this big when I got him and now he is just super tall. Now this is my elbow monstera. This is my most expensive plant that I own and I got it as a wedding gift because, you know, your girl got married. They are so expensive right now. I saw one go for like $6,000. Anyways, I am treating him like he is gold because if he dies, I will be so sad. I will lose my freaking mind. This one's my favorite leaf. Hold on, where is that? Like, look at all that white right there. Moving on, this is my Philodendron Burl Marks. I love him because look at the shape of his leaves. Also, if anybody's asking, I use horticultural oil on all of my plants so that they are shiny and they look really good. Going on to here, we have my, I believe this is a green emerald philodendron. I think in the last video I said he was a red emerald and he was really short when I got him and now I have him trailing up the wall. Look at him, he looks so beautiful. You go. Then next to that, we have my black cardinal philodendron. Philodendron. Lots of philodendrons because I love my philodendrons. I said that in my last video, so pay attention. I love my philodendrons. His leaves are very dark, which, you know, fits the aesthetic. Moving on, we have a Rojo Congo. This is also a philodendron. He has these beautiful dark red stems going into these really beautiful dark green leaves. He's super shiny because I just cleaned him. Like, look at that sheen. This is my Etherium. I'm not going to talk so much about him because I really dislike him. My mom had a really nice pink one. I thought I'd like it as much as I like hers. I don't. You're cut. This is my Peperomia obstinfolia, which I also don't love. He's basically just filler. I want to get rid of him. I want to do a plant purge.
That's in the near future.
This is my pink princess philodendron. He was like up here the last time and he was like this tall and then he just kind of continuously died. He's okay. I mean, like, that's not even really pink, but anyways, I don't really care. This is my string of hearts. It's the variegated version. Look at how beautiful. And right now, you want to see something really exciting? If you look right there, those are flowers. He is flowering and I am obsessed. So I have him on this little macrame ring just so that he kind of has a whoop. This white bird of paradise was actually on the table in my last video too. He looks pretty much the same. Like, he does keep growing, but it's just very minimal. We have, do you remember I showed you this? I'm gonna put a picture in right now. Are you ready? He goes all the way out here. He's quite long. What I did is I just ended up taping his leaves up on the ceiling. I had him wrapped around here and then I was like, you know what? He needs to look a little bit more dramatic. I used these little plant clips from Amazon, all the leaves on there, and he is my new favorite right now. This is my Big Mama bird of paradise. I did not have him last time. I hate you.
I hate you.
Okay, moving on. This is a new shelf that I did not have last time, but you might recognize some plants. I have just some propagations. This is a baby spider plant. I'll show you mommy spider plant later. This is a Monstera that my husband got for my birthday, and look at this. He's skin is blood. Moving on, this is my lemon lime philodendron. He is so beautiful just from the top. Like, his shine just kills me. I love him. This is my Bloody Mary philodendron. I'll take him out so you can see him. He is beautiful too. He kind of has the same vibe as the Rojo Congo, the deep red stems and the dark green leaves. I love him. This is my Cebu Blue Pothos. So this is actually a Pothos variety, which is crazy to me because it looks kind of like a philodendron. He's got like these silvery blue kind of leaves, and he's also in this cute cat pot because, you know, why not? This is my Jungle Boogie. This is a philodendron Jungle Boogie, and I love him because look at his leaves. He is just so funky, and I have no like odd shaped philodendrons, so I was like, you know what? Peperomia Hope, I believe I had a different hope in the last video. I'm not 100% sure, but this is a new one. I always, for some reason, cannot keep them from getting leggy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. He's getting a lot of light. I mean, he's literally under artificial light for more than 12 hours a day. So this is my Scindapsus Tribia Moonlight, has been on my wish list forever, and I finally picked one of these puppies up from a plant shop called Hemans in London, Ontario. Love him. I'm not usually a huge fan of Scindapsus, but I've kind of grown. This is a Ficus Ruby. I like him because when he first grows leaves, they're these dark red color, and then they kind of go to this kind of like pinky undertoned color. He's also not really my favorite. I've said that about a lot of plants. Do I even like any of my plants? All right, I'm taking this guy out. Look at this. Hey, Meredith. Hi, cutie. This video is not even doing it justice. I bought him in a 4-inch pot, and he is now in a 12-inch pot, and he literally is like busting out of his pot. So that's my Snow Queen. I said it was a Marble Queen in the last video, but I recently just learned that it's actually a Snow Queen. Look at him just filling up that spot. I like. As everyone knows, this is Toby. Toby has actually been doing so well. So not as well as a spider plant usually does. He's started growing new babies in there. He's doing so well. And he wasn't for like the longest time because like I said, I think I've dropped him like 10 times. And this is a string of spades that died, and then we put him in here so that he could die, and then he ended up not dying and doing this in like the past 3 weeks. So I'm not really sure what to do with him because taking him out of this macrame is going to be a freaking nightmare. This is a neon philodendron, and I'm not really a huge fan. I cannot take care of neon plants. This plant, like in the neon pothos, I just can't do. So do you remember last time when I was like, oh my gosh, I have this huge massive spider plant? Let me insert a picture. Here he is now. And I even have cut off like 6 or 7 babies just because he was getting too heavy where the babies were actually like dying. This is my Pearls and Jade. So he has obviously grown a lot since the last time I made a video. He is doing quite well. I love him because he's got the nice speckled on the leaves. He's a pothos variety, so like a regular green or jade pothos that you would find in the store. He's just a different kind. I like him because he's got really thick leaves. He's really hardy and he's very dramatic. He will droop so far if he's thirsty, which is so nice because when your plants talk to you, you can kind of be like, okay, you're thirsty and you're thirsty. This one also does the same thing. And so I can just go around and kind of touch all the thirsty ones first, and then I go into my app and I water the rest. This is my Ficus Taniki. I am obsessed with this plant. This is actually a different one from the last one. This is like the most beautiful plant, and I put him on the floor literally so that I can just see his leaves. He looks fake. So this is my Bird of Paradise. I will insert the clip of him last time. He's grown so much, and I'm actually really proud. I just repotted him because he was kind of busting out of his pot. So this is a new leaf that he just grew. There's no splits in it, which I'm so as I just rip it. Sometimes they'll rip if they're not getting enough humidity. He's doing so well, and I just keep him there, and he loves the big bay windows. This is a new one. This is a Marble Queen Pothos. He's on a trellis. I just treated him for mealybugs. I think he's finally better. I might do another treatment. I had a Monstera here. Died. This is my Philodendron Red Emerald, so the same as the one that I showed you over there. This one, except this one's on a pole. So I've got this on a wooden stake and this on a wooden stake. It kind of makes the fireplace look plenty. I like that he's got a little bit of damage. Gives him character. This is a Oxalis triangularis. He dies every year and then he comes back. Right now he is back. Next up, I have a Philodendron Micans. I just rotated him because he was looking kind of bushy. I love the Micans because their leaves are like velvety. It is so cool. They're like the coolest feeling leaves I've ever seen. He's doing quite well. This is my Fiddly Fig. I will insert a picture of him before. I've had him forever. Again, my husband bought this for me when he was my fiance, I think maybe in our like 2nd year of dating, so he's been around for a long time. This is my Clivia. My Clivia looks much better than last time. I think he is beautiful. He sits here. He's a little dusty because it's almost summer and he just goes outside all summer, so I'm just waiting to bring him outside before I clean him up. All right, moving on to this plant shelf. Up here, propagations. Just some normal stuff. I got some Pothos, some Rafaphora Tetrasperma with basically no splits, pink princess, and then my upside down Pothos that ended up growing upside down, which is a funny story, but anyways, I'm not gonna get into it. This is a Christmas cactus. He was dying and I brought him out here to save him, and he still looks kind of sad, whatever. This is a dragon's tail. It's actually in the family of the Rafaphora. It's a Rafaphora dicurlosiva. I don't know what it's actually called. And he's got a new baby coming out right there. If you see that little green boob right there, that is a new leaf. This is my Philodendron Painted Lady. These are pretty rare too. I bought him when he had maybe 3 leaves, and he's growing these beautiful, you can see they're kind of speckled leaves. He's kind of one of like the up and comers, like one that I'm like, okay, I love you, but I need to wait a little bit before I like put you on like the main shelf with all my main plants. This is my Monstera Peru. He had a new growth that ended up up rotting out. I'm not really sure why, but look at the leaves. Again, in my last video, I said that it kind of reminds me of like what I imagine a dragon to feel like, and I still stand by that wholeheartedly. This is my Philodendron White Wizard. He's got one leaf that has half moon. I don't know if anything else is gonna be like that, but he's got lots of variegation in the stem, as you can see, so I'm hoping that he'll have some more white variegation as it goes along. This is my Birkin. I hate this plant. Goodbye. So this is another Scindapsus. So like I said before, I don't love Scindapsus, but I love this plant. Like the leaves are like almost cardstock papery. Like they're very thick. He is so shiny. I love him. And right next to him is the smaller version. This is just a Scindapsus pictus. This is my, okay, I literally can't think of the name. What is this? Donkey's tail? I don't know, I'll find the name. I love this plant. He hasn't really done much since the last time I filmed him. He might be a little bit bigger, but it's my only cactus that I've ever like kept alive. Back here is my kind of sad Prince of Orange. He looked better in the last video. I don't know. I think he's stunted. So there's the whole shelf on this side. Moving on to the kitchen. This is my Dracaena. I love this plant because it doesn't require a lot of light and it's perfect for here. He gets light from the bay window, and then also I have LED strips installed under here. And if you watched my last video, you saw that this was the ugliest kitchen in the world. I renovated, looks much better. This is my Hyaworthia. In my last video, he looked pretty much the same. He might be a little bit bushier, a little bit taller now, but he looks pretty much exactly like that now. And then in this corner, I had some plants. I've upgraded just to some cuttings here. My Philodendron Brazil, which is in the bedroom, I will show you. And then just like a little side note, look at how cute this cutting board is. I got it for a wedding gift for my husband. I love this corner. It's very planty, super cute. Moving on to the bedroom. Oh, you can already see him peeking out there. So this is my Philodendron Brazil. As you can see, he's quite long. He was trailing down here, but then he got caught in all my makeup stuff. So I was like, all right, so we just hooked him up here. I'm hoping eventually I can have him kind of like trailing up on the ceiling. Can you just like tell me that's not like the most beautiful plant you've ever seen in your whole life? Hey. Then over here, this is our, I want to say sleeping spot, but it's definitely a bed. This is my Pothos. He does not get a lot of light, but look at him go. He is doing so well. I'll insert a clip of him last time. There's my snake plant. I'll insert a clip of him. And then over here is nothing because, dun 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 dun, I killed the spider plant that was in it. How can I forget you? This is my bamboo. He absorbed his third piece to this. So now it's just these two. But you know what? He kind of gives a jungly type vibe. That is all of my plants. It's gonna be so cool to see how much they've changed because I just watched the last video the other night just so that I could like see how much they've changed. I also want to do an apartment tour now that I've renovated so much. I know that some people have been like, I want to see your apartment. Best way to do that, throw it on the internet just like everything else. So if you're interested in any of that, just let me know. My last video, I talked about my hand tattoo. That is like one of the most popular videos on my channel. So if you want to watch me talk about my hand tattoo, I've got 2 videos on that, so you can go over and watch that. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That really helps me out. And if there's anything you want to see, just let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.